Okay. Early game seems lacking. Archons, Gold Drakes, Dragon Roar, Ion Tentacles. Light Lord, Archenchanter. So, probably Gold Drakes with Dragon Roar. Archenchanter's especially good for that. You really just need a few more charges and duration. Oh, I even have Nature Lord, which is more of the same. 3 charges, 2 duration. In fact, Nature Lord's actually just better for Dragon Roar than Archenchanter is. Oh wait, Enchanter's got more duration, Nature Lord's got more charges. Oh, not strictly better, just probably better. Okay, now how do I get there? Gold Drakes, you kind of need something else first. If you rush directly to them, they don't really get there. And I don't have, like, the really obvious early game carries like Lightning Spire or Silver Spear. So, let's take a look at our first realm rewards before I think too hard. Sorcery or Lightning Staff. Sorcery Staff is so huge. Damage, range, radius, and number targets. What can I do with that? Honestly, these sorceries are not really impressing me. Like Blinding Light with the Searing Light upgrade and a Sorcery Staff and Light Lord would be really strong. Like that's basically a build of its own. But similar to Gold Drakes, it also doesn't really get off the ground very effectively. Basically, I need to clear realms 2 and 3 before Searing Light comes online. And then I need to clear 4 and 5 to get Light Lord or Gold Drakes. So, with just Lightning Bolts and a Sorcery Staff, do I clear this realm? Doesn't really feel like it. Without a mana potion, I mean. The spawners are nice and close, but there's just a lot of dudes on this map. Why are there so many? Maybe that's just normal? I mean, this map's definitely just got way less people on it. Also, half of them have shields on here. What about lightning staff? Eh. It's good for ball lightning. Archons. How good are Archons if I rush into them? They're not bad. That's kind of rough, though, just on the amount of investment. Okay. I'm not really sold on the sorcery staff idea. I don't think it's actually doing that much for me here. I think I reroll and hope for a good exotic pet or something. Clay Treant, you say. Okay, good enough. Alright, maybe I can just rush Drakes with exotic pets like this. Quick Witch, maybe? And Ghostly Large Worm Ball. It's kinda good. But I think this kinda just floats around, and you don't really benefit from the splitting. Because ghosts aren't really good at taking hits in general. Especially not early. Quick Witch, though, can summon quick ghosts every other turn. And also just shoot a bunch of dark bolts. Which is actually taking some damage. Yeah, unlike the Treant, she isn't just like infinitely self-sustaining, unfortunately. Gas. It's up to them. Okay. the dynamo. I don't care about that. Another pet. Electric polar bear. I mean, it's probably the correct play. It feels a little lame to just have exotic pets be the entire game plan for the early game. But what are you gonna do? Okay, so since I've got 3 really strong pets, I think I can just go directly into the gold drake. Where'd this werewolf come from? Okay. Now, I really want to get a heart. That golden fang, though, is kind of good. But I don't really care that much about getting minion damage on these drakes directly. I'll just give them as much as they need from Dragon Roar. So, assuming this realm looks fine, which first impression seems reasonable, I'd probably just go here to get a mana potion and a heart. Put the gold drakes out in empty space over here, because I kind of want them away from the fight. Like, they'll be close enough to use their breath attacks, but I don't really want them on the front line soaking hits. At least for as long as I can avoid it. Okay, I have to heal. So I am out of healing potions. Regrettably. I'll wanna keep an eye out for those in the coming realms. And the graves is down, but that's fine. Okay, so there's a healing potion and a heart. That's good. There's a healing potion, a stopwatch, and a heart, which is even better. Spike balls are kind of strong. Yeah, the enemy quality is a lot less here. The reward's less, and the terrain is more annoying. Yeah, the difference in enemy quality between these realms is really significant. Slazafan versus Electric Mantises, and Spike Balls versus Aether Spiders. What's my next investment? Do I just get Light Lord to double my Gold Drakes and give them a bunch of health? Or do I go directly into Dragon Roar? Which makes them really strong for 25 turns. I think it's probably Dragon Roar, and I start bottom right to fight Slazafan first. I won't actually use the roars on Slazafan. I'll wait until it's around time to start fighting the Spike Balls, and then I'll use them. And then the buffed Holy Breaths will be enough to win that fight in theory. Slazafan's down. Learn Dragon Roar. Okay, Spike Balls are close. Better start casting the roars now, before this Drake and this Spike Ball start fighting. All according to plan. Spike Balls got wiped out. Dragon Roar's still got a bit of time left, but yeah, actually, it was enough for them to clear out like half the spawners too. Okay. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so I got my healing potion I needed. Got a couple of ruby hearts. Wouldn't mind more, but just the death dice isn't ultra appealing to me. Chaos Spell's a little better. Cast spell and a teleporter. Okay. The Lich Snakes are kind of spread out, but not terribly. They're in a quarter of the map, which is good. With Liches, you really don't want situations where, like, you have one in one corner and another in the opposite, because then at least one of those is just going to become really annoying to kill, unless you have some kind of map-wide effect. Their weakness to Holy is going to be unfortunate for them as well. Kind of just a question of how do I get set up and where. Because my usual idea of, like, starting the Gold Drakes back a bit away from the fight isn't super practical here, just because there isn't really a place that is away from the fight. Unless I'm, like, spawning way down here, which is a little further away from this Lich than I would like. What's this map look like without the teleporter? A lot easier. I've already got 2 teleporters, and I think minion-based builds are less likely to really need teleporters as much. I think I'll take the realm that looks easier to me, just to reduce the chances that I end up having to burn consumables on a fight that ends up being harder than I expected or wanted. The Fire Lich can do a lot of damage, but at least once its shields are down, he'll die really fast to the Drakes. I'll start close to him so that my exotics will start hitting him right away, ideally. And then put the Drakes out of harm's way a little bit. Use the roars right away this time to kill the Lich and the approaching polar bears. Okay, Lich is down. And the battle's pretty much over. The joys of fighting an easy realm. I always like vampiric vestments. Actually, rare win for Robe of Druids. That's +2 Dragon Roars. Yeah, I think that's good. Dragon Roar really cares about the charge count, because of the fact that it stacks. So more charges just means more effect. Unlike with most, like, enchantments in particular, where more charges just means, like, a larger amount of time you can have the effect. At 5 SP, I could get Draconic Vigor. That'll be pretty good with +2 charges. It does set me back on the Nature Lord, but not by that much, right? In fact, it doesn't really set me back in a substantial way. If I spend 2 now, I go down to 3 SP. I get 3 in this realm, and then I just land on a memory orb in realm 9, and then I've got Nature Lord. So it affects my spawn location in the realm after this one. That's fine by me. Okay, so Draconic Vigor. Speaking of spawn locations, I do want to spawn on the robe. I guess I don't really care about being in range of the sphere face. It probably doesn't even target me. And even if it does, not like I'm just gonna die immediately against these enemies. Okay. Goldrake. Goldrake. And then they just start blasting. Just tactically walk myself into their beams to get topped off. The Dragon Roars have ran out, which is unfortunate. It's secured enough of the map that the cleanup's not bad. Okay. Living Emberstone, not really relevant. Conjured Scale's good. Conjured Tome is good. Probably Conjured Tome. Though, I do have Word of Ice, so I do have a mass crowd control down the line. Or maybe even Blinding Light. Blinding Light's a little unfortunate because there's no way to turn off the friendly fire of the debuff element. But I kind of skipped a step in my reasoning, but the reason I'm not sure if I'd like a Conjured Tome is just because, like, there's a lot of setup time on this build, and spending turns placing the Gold Drakes, and then spending turns using the Dragon Roars, and increasing the charge count of Gold Drakes just basically adds more setup time, without necessarily being a huge power increase, because even a small number of Drakes with enough Dragon Roars just clears the map. It's kind of a non-issue anyways, because I'm not going here. And I don't care about the rewards in these, so we look for better. Wait, this has a damage attribute on it. I could get a Living Orb for it. Realistically, I'd rather just get a Mana Potion and a Stopwatch, if I don't care about any of the other rewards. We got Slimy Snakes and an Ice Wizard. Seems fine. The snakes are just these three at the top. Blood bears get clobbered by drakes. Okay, I want to spawn on a memory orb. This one, I don't really like being that close to the Ice Wizard at the start. Being near Spore Beast, on the other hand, I don't mind. Okay, so we'll get Nature Lord for more charges and duration. Put the drakes on the map. I'll spawn them as far away from each other as possible, because once I use these 7 Dragon Roars, each of these drakes is just like blasting half the map for 200 damage. So I don't really need them to work together on anything. Covering more space makes more sense. Yeah, 900 damage, 21 range. Game's calculating the... Yeah, that's the space that this Gold Drake can cover right now. Don't think I'll care about this, but maybe I'll add Archons later. A heart and a potion. I've actually climbed up to 3 healing potions, so I'm pretty well set on those. Let's look for better. Nope. Heart and a healing potion it is, I guess. Anything I care about? Just Mothman? Yep. I do still need a portal key. Good lord, what is happening in there? I mean, if I can get a little room to breathe, this is fine. It's kind of just annoying, especially with Myco Beast, because all of these empty squares are just going to be filled with mushrooms in like 2 turns. I don't think it's worth the hassle. I'll get a portal key somewhere else. This looks fine, just gotta find somewhere convenient to start. Probably just here as the place with the lowest enemy density. The terrain's a little unfortunate for the Dragon Breaths, but breath attacks have kind of an interesting ability to wrap around corners. Especially when like the range gets really big. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think it's similar to a burst spell where like it just counts the tiles from the source up to a certain distance, and if that involves like wrapping around a corner or whatever, then so be it. Yeah, they didn't have any trouble at all hitting the targets in this messy walled off area. Okay. Up to 10 SP. I could get Light Lord or Arc Enchanter. I think just getting Word of Ice is probably the best. Just to have that way of getting the setup time. Yeah, it's probably Word of Ice, and then Light Lord. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't necessarily need more charges on the Gold Drakes. Or at the very least, it's not like a super high priority in the way that it normally would be with a low charge, powerful unit. But I do like the plus 15 minion health, just because it means they're less likely to just die from random incidental damage during the setup time. So that might be my next purchase after Word of Ice, but we'll kind of just see how it's going. Okay. Don't really feel like I need more exotic pets. The consumables are good. I already have 3 stopwatches. Chalice of Light. Once again, just repeat what I just said about charge count on Gold Drakes. But it's not bad to have as a backup. Or I could just get a heart and a death dice. Realistically, I think that's the better play. This map's kind of miserable, though. Bear faces and Fey Huntsmen everywhere. Kind of just becomes a question of if the Gold Drakes ever get a chance to breathe. But, I mean, I do have the setup time from Word of Ice. Should be fine. I'll start down here where... Okay, yeah. Where this Fey Huntsman's the only immediate crowd control that I'm facing. Summon a Gold Drake first. Hope it doesn't get shot. Yeah, let's get one more. Okay. Now the word and the rest of the Dragon Roars. Moon mages are immune to holy, which is inconvenient. Oh, not immune to being bitten to death by A Dragon Roar times 7 Gold Drake. Kind of a hassle, but got through it without any resources spent. No complaints. Okay. Yeah, I think now I will get the Light Lord. Hibernation? Hibernation's not bad. Ooh, Arc Enchanter though. That's even more not bad. Don't think I'd actually even be scared of that Shrapnel Beast if I did want to go there, but yeah, these are just regular elves, not artists. Yeah, prioritize the free skill that's worth more points. Kinda interested in permanence. Mostly just to make Word of Ice last longer, because it's not really enough turns for the setup right now. So like doubling the Word of Ice duration's pretty good. Does mean I can't turn one Word of Ice, but that's fine. I personally am bulky enough that I don't have to worry about too much, especially with all my exotic pets surrounding me. I think I will get that now. And we're getting Arc Enchanter from a scroll. And then from there I might be looking at like Hibernation, Natural Vigor, just to make the drakes even more unkillable. Righteous March and Chastisement are both fine. Though, once the drakes have started blasting, this kind of utility isn't really going to matter compared to just the way the entire enemy force gets obliterated. Any other spells I care about? I mean, I could upgrade the drakes, could upgrade Word of Ice. I could think about Blinding Light. Earthquake just for wall destruction, especially because I have plus duration and charges on Nature Lord. That's actually kind of tempting. Okay, so I got plenty I can spend my SP on, though I think I've mostly got like the main things I care about at this point. Well, once I get this right now. Okay, permanence. Word of Ice. Gold Drake, Gold Drake, Gold Drake. 3 out of 4 is not bad. And then they start blasting. Okay, there's the portal key I wanted. There also is the portal key I wanted. This one also comes with a mana potion, but the map looks miserable. And here the map looks free as frig. Who are you? Frostfire Mage Lich? Don't care. No reaction. Okay. Gold Ice Cap. Don't think I want to fight in all Fey Realm with Bone Shamblers. Free Hibernation's cool. Map does have Ice Immune. Not super worried about it. Burning purple pachyderm spawner. That's fine. Heart and a stopwatch. Icy Hourglass is okay. Don't want to fight Burning Bone Shambler Megaliths, because I might just end up dying in some kind of a freak Burning Shambler accident. Might as well get the natural vigor. Combined with hibernation, that's enough to make my gold drakes immune to ice, which also means immune to being frozen. And then, what else was I going to do? Earthquake, maybe? Just because there are walls on this map. One wall survived. You win this round, wall. Two more portal keys? Might as well. One portal key isn't always really enough to guarantee you find the boss you want. Though, I don't think I will care that much about which boss I'm fighting with this build. At the very least, Ophan and Pope the Frog are both easy matchups. And I think my raw power's high enough that even the other two would be fine. This map does have Elf Lightning Artists, but pretty sure I can just overpower them. Yeah, these guys are immune to Holy. Go, Troll-Blooded Insanity Fiend. Go, Earthquakes. Or did it all go wrong? I should have used an Aether Dagger 30 turns ago. I don't think I care that much about losing 7 max HP. Oh, it didn't even happen. They must have been on a Heavenly Blast turn. Actually, I'm not sure I want to fight Pope the Frog. Well, I mean, the Dragon Roars last long enough to kill them before they run out. Quick step boots. Living Hourglass. Yeah, at max damage per turn, it takes 20 turns to kill Pope the Frog, so with like 40-something duration Dragon Roars after permanence, that wasn't a huge concern. Okay, and then this will just be a really straightforward Mordred fight. I'll take my screenshots now. Okay, so pretty much as expected, the late game was completely secured with Goldrake, Dragon Roar, Nature Lord, Light Lord, Archenchanter. Like, you don't really need anything other than these two spells and enough max charges on Dragon Roar to hit huge numbers. The only real concern was that I didn't have great early game spells to carry me as far as I needed to get to the build, but the lucky early exotic pet rewards made that pretty trivial. If I hadn't gotten those, then I imagine I would have been fine, right? Like, I may have had to invest in some other spells first and delay getting into the actual build, but I could have done it with, really picky realm choice and using consumables as needed and things like that. But it was convenient that I did not have to. That's it. Farewell.